Ever wondered about the intricate belt system in Taekwondo? We're about to journey through this engaging subject, navigating the complex maze of belts, their significance, and the philosophy they carry. So strap in and get ready for an enlightening immersion in the enthralling planes of Taekwondo belts. First, let's dispel a common myth. The belt system in Taekwondo isn't merely about a piece of colored fabric tied around your waist. It ventures far deeper into the domain of spiritual cultivation, personal growth, and martial devotion. Each belt signifies not just the physical capability of the practitioner, but their psychological mettle, resilience, and sheer dedication. Every hue of the belt denotes a level of proficiency, a landmark reached, a stride further into the mastery of Taekwondo. Our journey commences with the white belt, an emblem of innocence, the dawn of a new quest. It's akin to a blank canvas, ready to be filled with the colors of wisdom and experience. As the practitioner progresses, the colors transition, mirroring their escalating skill and resolve. The yellow belt, akin to the first rays of the morning sun, represents the initial glimmers of knowledge the practitioner is acquiring. An example of this is the first time a practitioner breaks a wooden board, a momentous achievement and stepping stone to further progress. The green belt signifies the growth and progression of skills, like a plant pushing through the soil, reaching towards the sun. It's the stage where the practitioner starts sparring, engaging in one-on-one contests with fellow students. The blue belt, symbolizing the sky, illustrates the practitioner's ambition soaring higher, towards the infinite expanse above. Perhaps this is the point where they successfully execute a spinning kick, a move that requires precision and balance, and their confidence begins to touch the sky. The red belt, a warning signal, cautions the practitioner of the power they now wield and the restraint necessary to control it. It's like a maturing warrior, aware of his strength and the responsibility it carries. The black belt, the zenith, signifies maturity, mastery, and an in-depth comprehension of Taekwondo. It's the stage where the practitioner becomes the master, able to teach and guide others. It's like reaching the summit of a mountain, looking back at the journey traveled and knowing you've earned your place atop. However, the belt transcends the colors. It embodies discipline, respect, and integrity. It represents the countless hours of practice, the sweat, the torment, triumphs, and the setbacks. It's a symbol of perseverance, of relentless tenacity, no matter how grueling the journey becomes. Respect is another core element echoed by the belt. Respect for the art, the mentor, fellow practitioners, and oneself. The belt is a constant reminder of this respect that forms the cornerstone of Taekwondo. Lastly, the belt is a badge of the discipline that Taekwondo instills. The discipline that teaches control, precision, and balance between body and mind. So fundamentally, the belt system in Taekwondo is not just about a piece of colored fabric tied around your waist. It's a symbol, a manifestation of the skills, discipline, and respect that form the very heart of this martial art. Starting off, we have the white belt. This is the genesis, the first baby step in the long, winding journey of Taekwondo. The white belt, quite simply a strip of cloth, is so much more than a part of the uniform. It's a symbol, a representation, a milestone. From a distance, it may seem unimportant, but up close, its true importance becomes evident. This white belt, it's akin to a tabula rasa or a blank canvas embodying the commencement, the origin. It's reminiscent of a newborn child, fresh and untarnished, signaling a new beginning. Just like a block of marble on the cusp of transformation under the sculptor's chisel, the white belt marks the start of the journey towards becoming a Taekwondo master. The color white, it holds intriguing connotations. It's often synonymous with innocence and purity, and rightfully so. In Taekwondo, the white color is an acknowledgement of a lack of knowledge, the admission of knowing little to nothing. It's a modest beginning, a pledge to learn and evolve. However, the symbolism of the color white goes beyond innocence and purity. It also stands for potential, for endless possibilities. A white canvas holds countless possibilities. It can be metamorphosed into any masterpiece, much like a white belt Taekwondo student who can master any maneuver, any technique, any skill. Let's take an example of a renowned Taekwondo master, Grandmaster Jun Ri. He started his journey with a white belt, but with consistent practice, dedication, and determination, he rose through the ranks, eventually becoming a 10th-degree black belt, a feat achieved by only a handful of individuals in history. The story of Grandmaster Ri demonstrates the tremendous potential held within a white belt, and yet, it's not all about the potential, it's also about the journey. The journey of learning, evolving, pushing one's limits. Limits. It's about the sweat-soaked training sessions, the sore muscles, the discipline that molds, and the spirit that strengthens. At this stage, one should not underestimate. It's where the groundwork is laid, where the basics are ingrained. In the dominion of the white belt, the first stance is perfected, first punch delivered, the first landed. It's akin to the starting line of a marathon, the stage where every rule is learned, every technique is practiced, and every mistake is a treasured lesson. In this stage, the focal point is on grasping the essence of the art, the discipline, and embracing the journey. So never undervalue the power of the first step, the of the white belt, because this is where the journey originates, this is where the basics are anchored. So the next time you tie that white belt around your waist, remember it's not just a belt, it's a symbol of your commitment to an exhilarating journey of self-discovery and mastery. Our journey begins with the first step, the yellow belt. This vibrant color, the embodiment of the morning sun, symbolizes a fresh start. Think of it like the first chapter of a book, the opening scene of a movie, or the kickoff of a football match. It is an announcement of a new day, the day when the practitioner embarks on an exciting journey of learning the fundamental techniques of Taekwondo. The yellow belt is far more than a mere accessory. It is a metaphorical representation of a promising adventure. Picture a seed being planted in the fertile soil, the beginning of a growth process that is sure to be filled with not just trials and tribulations, but also with moments of triumph and joy. The belt represents this journey. From the seed sowing to the sapling stage, it is a journey marked with perseverance, discipline, and growth. The yellow belt, reminiscent of the first rays of sunlight, represents hope and new beginnings. It perfectly captures the moment when the sky is painted with various shades of yellow at dawn, a sight that signals the arrival of a new day. It was the same day when Bruce Lee, an iconic figure in martial arts, had started his journey, paving his way through sheer dedication and resilience and inspiring millions worldwide. Much like the sun that illuminates the world, the yellow belt in Taekwondo shines a light on the path for the novice practitioner. It instills in them the courage to take the first step, much like Jackie Chan, who embraced the world of martial arts despite his initial fears and apprehensions. It's not merely a belt, but a badge of honor, a token of the commitment made to explore the depths of self-discipline and perseverance, akin to the legendary Huang Li. The yellow belt signifies the dawn, the initial stage of this challenging journey. This stage is all about growth and self-discovery. It is that pivotal moment when the practitioner steps out of the realm of the uninitiated, leaving behind their comfort zone, and steps into a world where discipline, respect, and honor hold great value. A world where every action carries the undeniable spirit of a Taekwondo practitioner. So, as you embark on this journey, remember what the yellow belt stands for. It is the symbol of your commitment to the growth and development of your physical and mental abilities. It's the promise of a journey filled with deeper understanding, knowledge, and respect for the martial art. Just as the sun continues to rise every day, let your journey be a continuous process of learning, growing, and shining. Remember, the yellow belt is just the beginning. The journey continues with the green belt, a vibrant symbol of a sprouting seed beginning its growth journey towards the radiant sun. It's a stage of fresh beginnings, reflecting the first unfurling of a plant's leaves as it starts to grasp the nuances of life. It's a visual representation of the student embarking on the path of mastering the art, much like a sprout turning into a sapling. At this stage, the student really begins to refine their skills, much like a sculptor working tirelessly on clay to give it a distinct shape. They learn more complex techniques and forms, resembling a painter experimenting with a myriad of colors to create a masterpiece. It's like an author who, after understanding the basics of the grammar, begins to explore the vast expanse of storytelling. For instance, consider the anecdote of a renowned martial artist who often reminisced about his green belt days. He recounts his journey, saying that the green belt was a milestone where he started to grasp the depth and complexity of the art form. He learned new techniques, experienced challenges, but with each hurdle his understanding deepened, his skills sharpened. He fondly recalls how he began to see the potential within him, much like a sprouting seedling encountering sunshine for the first time. The green belt is not merely a stage, but a transformative phase in the student's journey, a testament to the metamorphosis of a learner into a seasoned practitioner. It is where simplicity meets complexity, marking the beginning of a journey of constant evolution and growth. In the martial arts world, the blue belt stands as a beacon of progression, a symbol of the journey undertaken by the student. Comparable to the sky above, it indicates a heightened level of competence, akin to a bird that has learned to fly. The student bearing this belt is no longer a novice. They are on their ascension, reaching for the heavens, exemplifying a dedication towards perfection in their techniques. Let me share with you the story of Tom, a martial arts enthusiast. When Tom earned his blue belt, he likened it to climbing a mountain and having a clearer view of the path that lay ahead. He knew he was not at the peak yet, but the journey so far had given him the confidence to keep climbing. To Tom, the blue belt was more than a piece of fabric. It was a badge of honor, a testament to his commitment and perseverance. Yet the blue belt is not the end. It's merely a stepping stone to the next level. In the world of martial arts, the journey continues with the purple belt, a symbol of maturity and wisdom. It represents the student's growing understanding and the refinement of their techniques. Consider Sandra, a purple belt holder who sees her belt as a transition from being a student to becoming a teacher. She now guides the white and blue belts, sharing her experience, her trials, and her victories, shaping the future generation of martial artists. So you see, the belt holds an understated significance in martial arts. It's not just about the color, rather it symbolizes the journey, the struggles, the triumphs, and the transformation of a student into a warrior. The journey continues to the red belt, symbolizing the beautiful yet dangerous setting sun. This is not just about the color, but what it signifies: danger. It's a gentle caution for the student to master control over their raw power and bubbling emotions. You see, at this level, their power is like a wild stallion, strong, fierce, but needs to be tamed. Let's take, for example, the story of a famous martial artist who once said that when he first wore his red belt, he felt a surge of power and responsibility. He realized that he could either use his skills to harm or to protect, and he chose the latter. His story underlines the importance of discipline at this stage. Advanced students at this level are expected to exhibit a high level of self-control and discipline like never before. It's a stage of grueling, intense training where their skills are honed and refined. Remember, the setting sun does not signify the end, but rather the anticipation of the darkness and the unknown, which can only be faced with self-control and discipline. Every practice, every punch, every kick during this stage is a step towards achieving the perfect balance between power and control. So, the red belt is more than just a rank. It's a responsibility, a pledge to use the power wisely, a testament to the intense training one has undergone and the discipline one has acquired. It's a stage in the martial arts journey that demands respect and admiration. We begin with the white belt, a symbol of purity and inexperience. The journey starts here, much like a blank canvas, waiting to be painted with the colors of knowledge and skill. There's a story of a young boy, Sam, who stepped into the dojang for the first time, his eyes wide with anticipation. He started as a white belt, unsure of himself, yet eager to learn. Next is the yellow belt, representing the first beam of sunlight, illuminating the path of the martial artist. It signifies the initial phase of learning, a recognition of the student's dedication. Remember the look of pure joy on Sam's face when he graduated from white to yellow? That sense of achievement, of moving forward, is what the yellow belt signifies. The green belt embodies growth, much like the sprouting of a seed into a plant. This is where the student starts to understand the depth of Taekwondo, much like Sam did when he learned his first pattern. The green belt was a turning point for him, as it is for many others, a testament to the growth and understanding that comes with practice. The blue belt signifies the sky and the goals that the student is reaching for. This belt marks the halfway point of the journey, a moment to pause and look at how far you've come. When Sam earned his blue belt, he was no longer that unsure boy who first walked into the dojang. He had learned to spar, to defend, and to attack with precision. The red belt is a symbol of danger, cautioning students to exercise control over their power. It reminds us of when Sam almost quit. He felt he was becoming too aggressive, but his master explained to him the importance of this stage. It's not about the aggression, but about learning to control it, molding it into something positive and useful. Finally, we arrive at the black belt. However, it's not the end of the trip, but rather a fresh commencement. It signifies mastery, but also the incessant need for improvement. It's a cycle, an unending circle, mirroring the philosophy of ceaseless learning in Taekwondo. Just like Sam, who earned his black belt with hard work and perseverance, each one of us embarks on this journey where the end is just another beginning. You might be wondering, how does one advance through these intriguing belts in Taekwondo? What is the significance of each distinctive level? Let's dive deeper into that. The color of each belt symbolizes a stage in the student's journey to proficiency. The white belt, for instance, signifies innocence and the beginning of the journey. Picture a seed ready to sprout. A tale that springs to mind is of a woman named Lisa, who started as a timid white belt. She was of herself, and this mirrored the innocence of her belt color. Then there's the yellow belt, representing the earth from which the seed begins to grow, symbolizing the foundation being built. I recall young man Tom, who worked tirelessly to solidify his basics at this stage, from basic stances to simple kicks. As we move further, the green belt signifies growth, much like the first leaves sprouting. Remember John, the diligent practitioner who began demonstrating complex patterns and sparring techniques at this level? The blue belt represents the sky towards which the plant grows into a towering tree, indicating the development of physical skills. Anecdotal evidence of this can be seen in Sarah, who performed a high-flying kick that she had struggled with initially at this stage. Finally, the black belt is a symbol of maturity and proficiency, much like the tree that has grown tall and strong. A striking example is that of Master Lee, whose focus, discipline, and have made him a respected figure in our Taekwondo community. While regular and consistent training is the backbone of this journey, remember Taekwondo is not just about physical strength. It's a testament to mental fortitude. The values of patience, discipline, respect, and perseverance are the invisible threads that weave this intricate tapestry of martial arts. Each anecdote we shared reflects these values, shedding light on the journey from a novice to a master. One cannot simply hasten the journey. Each belt level in Taekwondo is a milestone in its own right. Each color signifies a step forward in this ancient martial art. The white belt, the first level, represents purity and innocence. An anecdote to remember here is the story of the young boy who began his journey with a white belt. His heart was as pure as his belt, and he knew nothing of Taekwondo. As he progressed, he earned his yellow belt, which signifies the first beam of sunlight illuminating his path. Then comes the green belt, symbolizing the growth of a seed as it sprouts towards the sun, much like the boy who was now growing into a competent martial artist. The journey continues with the blue belt, which is compared to the sky, signifying that the student's potential is as high as the wide blue yonder. The red belt follows, symbolizing danger and cautioning the student to exercise control. A popular tale is of the young girl who, upon reaching her red belt, had to channel her increasing power with discipline and precision. And finally, the black belt, a symbol of maturity and proficiency. But it's not just about earning the belt, it's about embracing and embodying the principles and values embedded in each twist and turn of Taekwondo's intricate art. Remember, it's not a race, it's a journey. The goal is not just to wrap the black belt around your waist, but to also encapsulate the essence of Taekwondo within you. So there you have it, a meticulous guide through the intricate belt system in Taekwondo. Let's delve deeper. In the spectrum of this martial art, each belt, every distinctive color, symbolizes a different chapter in this journey. Starting with the white belt, it's the symbol of purity and innocence, indicating the start of a journey. Call it a blank canvas, if you will. Then we have the yellow belt. Just as the sun dawns and fills the sky with its warmth, the yellow belt, the awakening of the Taekwondo student to the fundamentals of this martial art. The green belt comes next. As the seed that was planted in the yellow belt stage starts sprouting, the green belt represents growth. Here, the student is required to develop strength and refine their techniques. The blue belt is reminiscent of the sky. Just like a plant reaching towards the sky for new heights, the blue belt is a stage where it reaches towards even more challenging techniques and forms. Then we have the red belt. As the color suggests, this is a stage of danger, cautioning the student to exercise control and warning the opponent to stay clear. Finally, we come to the black belt. The absence of color denotes maturity and serenity, a sign of the expert who has journeyed all other colors. Each one tells a story of growth, discipline, and respect. Take, for instance, a student who has just transitioned from a green to a blue belt. This stage is no small achievement. It's a testament to their hard work, dedication, and an embodiment of the discipline they've learned through their journey so far. So, my friend, embrace each stage, learn from it, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Take it from the countless martial artists who have walked this path before you. For instance, the renowned Taekwondo Grandmaster H.U. Lee once said, "The journey to black belt is not easy, but the self-discovery you make along the way makes it all worthwhile." Remember, in Taekwondo, it's not just about the destination, but the journey itself. The stripes, the colors, the bruises, and the sweat. These are all integral parts of your Taekwondo journey. So lace up, step on that mat, and let's begin this journey together.